All right. Well, good evening, social media friends and family. As you can see today, I have taken you on location to my kitchen for tonight's announcements. My wife had to step out for an appointment, and I'm trying to be a good husband and make some dinner. I'm not guaranteeing you that dinner will be good or edible, but I'm doing the best I can. I'll give you a sneak peek at what I'm working with here. Don't mind the stove. A little bit of bacon wrapped chicken with some cream cheese and jalapenos inside. I think it should be pretty good. At least it's a theory. Anyways, hope you're all having a blessed Monday. Oh my goodness, how awesome was it to be at church yesterday? I missed you all so much. And I know my mom and dad missed you all very much as well. And it was just so awesome. So awesome to, God was in the house. God was in the house last night. Oh, yesterday morning. I got to stop saying last night because I'm used to live streaming from my house at night. We just had such a good time in the presence of God. And like I had mentioned yesterday, I just want to take a few very brief moments to just give you some updates as to what's going on with the church. And also to make a few minor adjustments because yesterday was a learning experience, a little bit of a learning curve for us as we started going back live at the church building. So, first things first, we are going to modify the service times just a hair. So the first service will continue to be at 9 o'clock. The second service, instead of 10:45, will be pushed back to 10:30. We found yesterday that we had more time than we needed to set up in between, and so we're going to go back to 10:30 for the second service. What you'll notice going forward is Dad is going to take care of the 9 o'clock service. I'm going to step in on the 10:30 service, so there'll be two messages preached on Sunday. My dad will be preaching, Pastor Floriano will be preaching the 9 o'clock service. I'll be preaching the 10:30 service, and we'll swap from time to time. But for now, we're going to roll with that, so we can both be of service to y'all through the Word. Continue to check in, within 10 minutes before the service. That'd be great. We're not going to ask you to sign up for time slots anymore. First off, we realized that some of you didn't check off a time slot, and I don't want that to discourage people from coming to church. So just come to church. Come at 9 o'clock, come at 10:30, and celebrate and worship God with us live there on 1 Volturno Street in North Providence. So that's the biggest change that's going to happen. Church services will change 9 o'clock and 10:30, so still the 9 o'clock like we started yesterday. But instead of 10:45, 10:30, we're going to end a little bit earlier. Kind of give us a little bit more time so you have a little bit of an earlier departure from the church at the end of service on the second service. Pastor Floriano will be preaching the 9:30 service. I'll be preaching the 10:30. I'm sorry, the 9 o'clock service, and I'll be preaching the 10:30 service. But don't get too comfortable because we might swap. We might not tell you. We'll just swap. But that's the way we're planning it for now. And we hope you'll join us for either one. Let's talk about your kids. I know after speaking to some parents, look, listen, first off, all you parents who brought your kids to church yesterday, awesome job. Awesome job. The kids were, and all you kids, if the kids are watching, for all of you kids who went to church yesterday, I'm very proud of you. You guys did a great job. Great job. And I know that couldn't have been easy, keeping the kids with you in the service throughout the entire message. We are talking about some programming for the children. We're just trying to figure out how to do it safely. The kids' Sunday school that we're talking about implementing will only take place at the 10:30 service when we get started. It's not starting Sunday, so please don't get that I'm saying that on Sunday we're going to have kids' service at 10:30 yet. I'm not. What I'm preparing you for is to let you know that for those of you who are parents of children who go to Sunday school, we are working our hardest to try to facilitate a Sunday school class during the 10:30 service for your children. Okay, Michelle Tanzi and Gail and I will be in great discussion to see how we can do this safely. There's going to have to be safety precautions taking place with disinfecting and getting the room prepped and distancing and stuff like that. But we're working on it. I promise you, we're working on it. Hopefully, I'll have something to you either at the end of the week or the first part of next week. So we'd love to get Sunday school set up because we know the kids miss Sunday school. We just have to figure out how we're going to implement it in a safe fashion. And again, when that happens, it'll take place at the 10:30 service. So if you have children and you want to go to want them to go to Sunday school, we're going to encourage you to come to the 10:30 service so that they can participate. We will be at church on Wednesday for prayer. Wednesday will be a prayer and worship service. We love worship night. Please come join us at 7 o'clock at the church. It will be live streamed in the family room only. So if you're watching me on Facebook and our regular Facebook page, I'm sorry. We're going to be reserving that service for our family room, for our church family to view. We're trying to respect people's privacy, as that's a very intimate time where people want to cry out and lift up their voices, and we just want to respect our family members of Saving Grace's privacy. And within the hour after the service is over, we will be deleting it from the family room, because it's meant to be a tool for those of you who cannot physically leave your home to join us. So we want to facilitate for you to join us there, but we need to, I want to respect your privacy as well, so that you can be free and open as the Spirit leads you. Friday night, I'll be back here from my house, live yet again with our Unplugged TV show, online show, live stream, whatever you want to call it. I'm excited about that, and we're praying that God will continue to use that. Saturday morning, 10 o'clock at the flagpole. I'm sorry, now that we've revealed it. So, full disclosure, we had everything at the flagpole because we wanted to have the big reveal of the sanctuary yesterday at the grand opening service. So, now that we've shown you all the sanctuary, and you know what, thank you to all of you who made that happen. That was a donation-based project that did not cost the church any money from the general fund. And we were able to facilitate that. We have a very skilled carpenter in the church that donated all the labor and all the time. He was there for like 2 weeks without getting paid. He didn't want any money from the church. All the materials were donated by a few families. And we've done some upgrades to stuff that we needed. So thank you so much for that. Unfortunately, after we built that is when we were robbed, and we thank you for those of you who continue to bless us in the recovery fund. But now that we've shown everybody the sanctuary, prayer can be held inside. I mean, hey, if it's a nice thing you guys want to pray around the flagpole, we can keep praying at the flagpole. But otherwise, we will be at the church inside the sanctuary praying on Saturday at 10 a.m. And that brings me to this final reminder. Because we have the two services taking place on Sunday mornings, we will not be having we will not be having prayer on Sunday mornings because it'll be during service time, right? So Saturday is a substitution for the Sunday morning, so we can still have our corporate prayer together with the leadership and with those who want to come pray with us. So we invite you on Saturday morning. Meet us at the flagpole. I like calling it. It's catchy. So we'll say, meet us at the flagpole. We may end up inside, but there's flags inside the building too. And we will pray together on Saturday morning. So I know I just threw a lot at you. I'm going to put a lot of this in the comments. Biggest thing to remember, 9 o'clock service with Pastor Floriano. 10:30 service with me, Pastor Josh. Wednesday night, prayer and worship service. Friday night, live from the house, both at 7 o'clock. Okay? And Saturday morning prayer. Again, we will have something. We are working on something for your kids. We're working out some plans. We're just trying to see how we can do this safely, and we will get that to you as soon as possible. And I'm excited about that. We can get Sunday school going. I think that's everything. Listen, I love you all. Thank you so much for your continued support over these past crazy weeks, and we're excited to continue to see you. And if we didn't see you yesterday at church, we miss you. Come on out. We want to see you. We want to. With our masks on and safely, but we want to see you because we miss you and we love worshiping with you. Again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out through private message or through email, www.savinggrace.church. Again, you'll see all that contact information in the comments below. Hey, if you don't like our page yet, like our page. And if you haven't followed us on YouTube, follow us on YouTube. All right, guys. God bless you all. Have a great Monday. And we'll see you Wednesday night at church for prayer and worship.